Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all well. I'm going to try and keep this brief because, yeah, I just want it mainly to be about the test. I've got my sheet here and my lunch. But yeah, so he was super this day. I was really pleased with him. He'd already done his music first, which he was a bit tense in, but he's never done his music at this venue, and they have speakers like mounted up on the wall, kind of coming, obviously the sound comes down, which Ruff hates. I can't tell you how much he hates it. But Milo didn't seem to mind. He was just a bit tense, like coming back at me and getting a bit tight and stuff. Which is fine. He'd never done it here and that was his first time. He's only done music like 3 times. So yeah, I was pleased with that. And then this was his second test then, which is the Novice 37A. And yeah, I was really pleased with this test. You can still see where he's weak, where he needs improvement and needs to get stronger. You can see where we still need to develop more things, but the main takeaway for me with him is that he was pretty relaxed. I've had him in trot now, like just coming back at me so much. His mouth's going all the time, which it still does a bit, but we now don't have that kind of shortness of the neck. Like, I can't tell you. It might still look short at times, especially in canter, which I know. But yeah, I can't tell you how short he was in the neck in trot. He'd literally have his nose nearly on his chest, and he'd just be going up and down, like he wouldn't be going forward, he wouldn't be like tracking up then. He'd just be bouncing up and down, knees going, nothing happening behind. So obviously he's worked like that for quite a while, not willingly, that's not what I've been trying to achieve, but it's been a really slow, long process, which I haven't actually shared much of on here. Or on Instagram, because it's really hard and it's not very pretty or very attractive, but that is just how he is naturally. He's very anxious, so that is his natural response to kind of draw himself up and back in. So we've been working really hard. Our physio's been helping as well, just trying to get him to the stage where he can take the bit forward and have that bit. He's conformationally, he's short in the neck. He's quite a compact horse, which doesn't help his situation. So you can imagine how excessive it is when he does come back at you then. But yeah, I was really pleased with this test. He's got some decent marks coming in and stuff. It obviously just needs finessing. But yeah, I was pleased with it and I was pleased with him. And I'm quite critical of myself and him. But yeah, it's all steps in the right direction and we just need to get him stronger. He's actually got a weakness, which our physio highlighted, in his right hind, like that kind of diagonal pair. He is, yeah, weaker on that side, and he's only really in the past kind of 6 months really, but more so I'd say it's really got good with the starting to take his neck out and stuff in the last kind of 3 months really, I'd say. We've just had a couple of really good tests last month in June, which is when this one was, I think. Oh, the dog's coming. Yeah, this one was June, and in May as well. They're the 2 months where I've actually had really good tests that have been nice and relaxed. I've been really pleased with them. So yeah, we're in July now. He's got the area festivals coming up. He's doing 2 at Novice Silver and Novice Silver Music. Only the 1 music one though, 2 normal novice ones. And then hopefully taking him to the under 25s just to do some novices, maybe in elementary, we'll see. And yeah, and then he's gonna have a bit of a break, a bit of a holiday, and then he's qualified for the Associated Championships. So yeah, this is also unaffiliated. So yeah, just an extra outing for him because he's better if he goes out consistently. If he's not very good at having a break in between, then he gets really tense again. So yeah, that is it. I've now rambled for 4 minutes, but that is it. So here we go. This is Novice 37A and we are starting strong with our halt before turning right at C. We got a 7 for this and the comment, step left and move off, good turn. So I'm trying now when I halt to just take a little minute, because there's obviously no need to rush. just taking a couple of seconds literally just to gather myself before I move off. And I just think it makes the test look a bit more like less rushed, less panicked, just very calm. And I think it's good for him as well because he's typically really tense. For these turns, right and then left and then left and then right, he got a 7 with no comment. And I'm just really pleased with this test. Like, I could have added more impulsion in, but he's been so difficult with getting really tense and yeah, just getting really tense, coming back at me behind the bit. So I could definitely have added more impulsion into this and had a slightly bigger trot, but it's not really worth it at the moment. I just want to have relaxed tests. This circle was a 6.5 with the comment more supple bend. And then we go straight into a medium trot and we got a 6.5 for this with the comment more out of shoulders. And they've also underlined lengthening of steps and swing through back, which I think is a fair comment. He got a 6 for this whole ability for 4 seconds with the comment drawing back in halt. So he's obviously bringing his head up there and back at me. And you can see that he's mouthing the bit quite a lot, which is something that he does. Because that's a tension thing. He doesn't do it all the time at home now. He used to be horrendous. And he used to get his tongue over the bit and stick it out the side of his mouth and stuff too. But he stopped all of that. And now he just mouths it when he's a bit tense. So that's your telltale sign. But thankfully, he's not coming back at me now quite so much and bouncing just up and down on the spot, which is good. So you can see he gets a bit distracted there. A whole 20 metres or so in free walk is a lot for his brain. So he got a 7 for that free walk with purpose, stretching forwards and down and suppleness of whole body underlined. And then he got a 7 for this change of rein and medium walk with the comment more march. Which again, it's a bit of a kind of playing it safe sort of thing because I've had him really tense and it comes out in the walk often with the jogging. You can see he knew that transition was coming, but he did get a 7 for that transition without a comment. And then his circle this way, he had the comment better bend and he got a 7. And then we go back into the medium trot again. And this had a 7 with the comment improving. So you can just see he's a little bit unbalanced in there, but he is trying. And then we are now transitioning into canter. And also included in this movement is medium canter down the long side. So she said, you can see he's just coming back at me there a bit. He got 6.5 for this, and it says some difference but tight over back, which I agree with. And then we're circling right 20 metres at A. And this, she says that he's too short in the neck, which I do find a bit of a problem in canter. The trot is getting there, but the canter, it's quite hard to... He's quite strong in the hand. So yeah, I do struggle with that a bit. And you can also see this here. So this is changing the rein, giving retaking the reins over the centre line. He got a 6.5 and just says lost balance. And then he got a 6 for his counter canter with the comment short in the neck. Then this canter transition and the circle was a whole mark combined. So he got a 6.5 for that, which said better balance, could still open up more. So I'm assuming she means in regards to his neck. And then changing the rein and giving retaking the reins again. She said that he lost his frame, so she gave us a 6. Then the counter canter down here, he got a 7 without a comment. And then we're just turning down the centre line to finish. I think this trot is a little bit better. Like after he's cantered, he's obviously a bit more forward. So if I could keep this trot the whole test, that'd be great. So he got a 7 for this halt. He's obviously not quite square. That is it then in all his glory. I'm just going to read you the marks and comments on the bottom of the sheet. So for his paces, he got 7. For his impulsion, he got 6.5, and they've underlined suppleness of the back and engagement of the hindquarters. He got a 6 for his submission, with attention and confidence underlined, lightness, ease of movements, acceptance of the bridle, all underlined. And then I got 6.5 for my rider position and seat. And then the comment says willing and capable. If I can read the comment, it would be a good start. Willing and capable with correct paces, now needs to work more through from leg and seat to elastic contact for engagement and to develop self-carriage, which I'd say is basically the story of my life. The day he is in self-carriage will be a good day. Yeah, but he's getting there. To be fair, he would never have done tests like that before. A couple of months ago even, definitely, I couldn't imagine getting to this point sometimes. So yeah, I'm pleased with that. And overall, he got 66.29%, and he was second overall, I think, in that one. So at our local venue that we went to for this, they split it into like open and restricted sections, but I'm pretty sure he was second overall, as well as in his section. So yeah, I was pleased with him. Improvements to be made, going to carry on working, and one day that neck will look long and we won't have any tension and it's just going to be perfect. But yeah, so that is where I'm at, and that is our novice test.